Welcome, Utah wrestling fans. Today we have a special Google Hangout. We have three of our top seniors, Logan Jensen, Cole Moody, and Brock Hardy, here with us today. Brock will be making his college decision, which is super exciting. We're excited to see where he goes. If you can see him in the screen, you can kind of see the hats, but if you can't, we'll get to him shortly. So first off, UVU Wrestling. They are competing in some duels back east. They have Clarion, West Virginia, and Kent State. They start tomorrow at 1:30. You can watch them on Facebook Live. So we will put an article on our website, wrestleutah.com. It will have the links. If you're wanting to watch their duels, you can click on their Facebook and watch live on Facebook. All three of their duels tomorrow starting at 1:30, 3, and 4:30 Utah time. They wrestle on Sunday, which will be on Flow Wrestling. So you can watch them wrestle in the tournament as well. Anyways, we'll get started. So today we're going to talk to Cole Moody first. Cole Moody is a senior, Bingham High School. Cole, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, thanks for coming on with us. Tell us, we know right now you're in the middle of your football season. Bingham High School, super good at football. Tell us a little bit about your football season. How are you guys doing? What position are you playing? And when's your guys' next game?
We're doing pretty good this year. We're undefeated so far right now, and we're playing Syracuse tomorrow at 5:30. So that'll be a fun game for the quarters. Position I play is safety. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
So you're playing safety, and you guys play Syracuse tomorrow in the quarterfinals. If you guys win that game, you guys will advance to semis. Who would you guys play if you guys do win that? Like which two teams?
It's at a Harriman and PG.
At a Harriman PG. Well, good luck tomorrow. Where did you say you play?
No, we play at Bingham at 5:30.
At Bingham 5:30. If you're in the area, go watch Cole play safety. What's your number, Cole?
38.
Okay, well, good luck tomorrow. Let's get to the wrestling side now. One of the top seniors, give us a breakdown. What weight do you plan on wrestling this next year?
Well, I was hoping to get a little bigger and wrestle 195, but right now I'm probably like 185, so I'll probably just go 182.
So you'll be at 182, most likely. I'm assuming that puts Mason Christiansen down at one. Is he going to be at 170 right below you?
Yeah, we were both hoping to be a little bigger than what we were.
Gotcha. So tell us a little bit your goals. I mean, right now you're a two-time state champ, right?
Yeah.
Two-time state champ. Tell us some of your goals for your senior year.
I obviously want to win state again, be a three-timer, and I want to go undefeated this year because I haven't ever gone undefeated high school yet. And I want to win Reno Tournament Champions, and I want to go back to Doc Buchanan and win that also.
Are you headed back to the Doc Buchanan this year?
Yeah, that's the plan.
That'll be exciting to watch you there. So now the $1 million question. What are your plans after high school? So you graduate high school. Are you wanting to go play football? Are you wanting to wrestle? Are you wanting to do neither? What are you wanting to do?
Well, right now I feel like I'd probably rather go wrestle just because I'm getting more love from the colleges for wrestling. So I'd rather try to go wrestle at D1 level, but really I'll go wherever.
Are there any schools in particular that are after you, or you have your eye on, or kind of what are you thinking on the wrestling side? You said you wanted to go Division I, but you'd go wherever.
Yeah.
Kind of what? Give us a little insight into where you're looking or who's talking to you.
So the schools that are talking to me so far is Oregon State, Embry-Riddle, UVU, Air Force, and that's pretty much it so far.
Well, that's a good list, though. Are you planning on going in on any recruiting trips before you make a decision, or when you want to make a decision?
I went and visited Oregon State during the summer in July, so that was a good experience. I like their campus, and their coaching staff is pretty cool.
Well, good. We're excited to see where you go. We hope when you make that decision, we'd love to have you back on and to talk about that as well. So anyways, Cole Kelly, do you have any words for Cole Moody? Any questions for him before we let him go?
Yeah, Cole, I want to ask a couple football questions if you don't mind. I know Bingham High School, traditional football powerhouse. I mean, tell me how the recruiting process is going there. You say wrestling's giving you some love. Are you getting anything from the football side of things?
Yeah, I'm getting some like D2 and like junior colleges after me, but
Okay.
nothing like too serious, you know.
Okay. Well, we're excited to hear that wrestling would be towards and I'm always partial to keep people in my backyard and so I can go watch them. So I'll put my plug in for the Wolverines. All right.
Yeah,
Definitely, we'd love to have you stay here in the home state, and we can all go watch you.
Those are selfish reasons, though. But Embry-Riddle, what an awesome school for engineering and aeronautics there too, if you're interested in that stuff. But Cole, tell us too. I mean, you mentioned Buchanan. Are you planning after you're graduated, after the high school season? Are you going to wrestle some out in the spring and then planning to go to Fargo this year?
I haven't really thought about after high school season yet. I haven't thought that far ahead, but I don't know. I'll probably go wrestle off season and stuff like that.
Well, just know, Cole, we'd love to have you on our national teams.
Okay.
And we'll keep recruiting you for those.
Okay.
We won't let up. So don't think we're going away until you're in college.
All right.
Anyways, Cole, thanks for joining us. Thanks for giving us a little insight into kind of what you're thinking and your goals for this upcoming season. We're excited to see you, and good luck tomorrow for sure in your guys' game in the quarterfinals.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. We're going to switch gears. We're going to head over to Logan Jensen. Logan, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jeff.
Logan's in a little different situation. He's already made his college decision. We'll get to that in a minute. But, Logan, tell us, upcoming season starts on Monday. Kind of tell us what way you're planning on going, and then also kind of your goals and expectations this year.
My goals for this year, I would win state, of course. That's my goal. And also I want to win Reno this year. I took 4th last year. I'm looking to win it this year.
Good deal. What weight do you think you'll be at, or have you decided yet?
I'm thinking 160.
160. That will be exciting. Okay, so now, Logan, you've made a college decision. You want to let everyone know where you're going.
Going to Wyoming, University of Wyoming.
University of Wyoming. So now give us a little insight into that process. Maybe talk to your recruiting process. Who was recruiting you, and kind of what it came down to, and what helped you make that decision.
So when I got there, my host that was recruiting me was my brother Gary, and I really liked it up there. Of course, I do with my brother and wrestle with my brother, and they also gave me a really good scholarship, and that's I went there.
Nice. So what, as the recruiting process was going, tell us, I know UVU was recruiting you. Were there other schools that were in the running? Was it just Wyoming that you're focused on, or which schools did it come down to?
Well, it came down to UVU and Wyoming. There were some schools that would call and text sometimes, but mostly I just need to go to UVU or Wyoming.
Gotcha. Well, we're excited to see you at Wyoming. I mean, that's close enough to where we'll be able to watch you. We're excited to see your brother as well compete this year. When you go to college, kind of what's your expectation as far as what weight you'll be wrestling in college?
I haven't thought about weight. I'm just looking to grow and get bigger and wrestle those bigger weights. But I want to make the starting team. They usually redshirt the freshmen, but as soon as I'm not redshirting, I want to make the starting team and get good grades still, and yeah.
Well, good deal. What advice, I guess, would you give, or what part of the recruiting process, we have a lot of possible kids and high school kids watching this show. What would you say to someone that's coming up, nearing their senior year, that's wanting to go wrestle in college? What things about the recruiting process did you enjoy?
I'd say just enjoy getting recruited. Enjoy going on those official visits. You'll have fun. They want you, so they want to show how great the place is and everything. I'd say enjoy it and just go with your gut. Whatever you feel like is the best choice for you, go with that.
Good deal. Cole Kelly and Nate O'Brien, you guys have any questions for Logan?
Logan, tell us about other Utah natives that are wrestling at the University of Wyoming that maybe helped you make that decision. You mentioned your brother. What other Utah boys are at Wyoming?
Right now, I can only think of Branson Ashworth.
Right.
Oh, and Brock George is also wrestling there. Talked to them quite a few times at my visit.
So Branson Ashworth, Brock George, Branson. I think Branson. I'm trying to remember how he did at the NCAAs. I know I had a decent tournament at the NCAAs last year for the University of Wyoming. So fun, and you know what? No matter, I don't know about Nate or Jeff, but speaking for myself, I cheer for Utah boys no matter where they're at. So we wish you luck there, and we'll definitely be cheering for you, Logan.
Yeah, Logan, thanks for coming on, Logan.
Hey, I have something to ask.
Go ahead, Nate.
How is it, are you and Jaron, pretty close? Is it going to be pretty tough to wrestle, be with your brother? The Peyton Manning and Eli Manning, they were, they went to different schools because sometimes it's tough, being with your brother. Maybe one's better. You have to live in the shadow of them. Did that thought process, go through your mind at all?
Not really. Me and Jaron are pretty close, but I mean, I wouldn't change schools just because he was there.
Well, just sometimes some people get a little bit, they don't want to follow in their brother's footsteps. They want to carve their own path. But I think that's really cool that you and Jaron are close enough and good enough friends. You guys can do that.
Nate brings something up, though. Is it possible you guys would be competing for the same weight class?
My mom told me she'd never allow it, but
Moms like that. That's cool, though.
Well, Logan, thanks for joining us. We are excited to see how you do this senior year and super excited to see how you do at University of Wyoming. So, again, thanks for joining us and good luck this season. Okay, we are heading over to Brock Hardy. Brock, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. Big day for you. We're gonna make a decision here. But before we get to that, well, I guess we can see the hats out, so we can kind of see your final five. Real quick, Why don't you give us a rundown of your final five?
NC State, Nebraska, Cornell, Illinois, and Fresno State.
So there you go. There are our final five choices for Brock Hardy. But before we get to your decision, Brock, we know you're a football player. We want to hear kind of how your season went, what position you played, and was it a tough thing to end? Because I know your season's over. Was it tough, ending that football career?
I felt like I did all right this football season. I felt like our team did live up to what we should have been, but I played safety and a little bit of running back. But no, that last game was hard because with wrestling, I always have had stakes to it. I've always known my future. So with football, it was just kind of something fun to do, and just to have something like that I've done my whole life just for fun, just to do with all my friends and that, it kind of sucks to let it go. Yeah, it was super hard letting go of that.
Well, I'm a box elder guy, so would have loved to have seen you guys still be playing, but it's okay. Now we can get on to the season starting Monday. Now that we're getting on to the season, I want you to give us kind of your goals for this season. Kind of let us know what weight you're thinking or weights if you're going to be bouncing around. Why don't you give us a rundown of the upcoming season?
So, first of all, I'll just go to the weights I'm doing. I'm going to be wrestling 152 in the state. But then when I go nationally, like for Reno and Walsh Ironman, I'm going to be wrestling 145. But no, my goals for the season, I mean, I felt like I've done my goals in the past. I felt like I've done my personal goals, but this year I want to do something to the team. I want to get a team trophy. I'm the fourth my freshman, sophomore year, and this last year we took 6th or 7th. So, I mean, I just want a trophy for my team. That's what I want.
Well, good luck. I know you guys right now, you guys are in, is it 5A?
5A, yeah.
That's Wasatch is there. You guys got some tough, there's a tough 4 or 5 teams right in there. You guys will be battling it out. It'll be fun to watch. Okay, well, let's move on. Let's get to the college decision. Take us through your recruiting process. When does school start contacting you? Who were some of the first ones to contact you? Let's start there.
So the first one to actually contact me was NC State the day of, and like the day that I think the rules have changed, but it was my September 1st, my junior year, and they started contacting me and talking to me. Cornell called me, I think, that first week too. I don't think any of these other teams have. I think Fresno called me later on, like about a month or 2 months in. Nebraska called me in like December or January. Story behind that, but for another time, I guess. But Illinois didn't contact me until June. Coach Poeta there just barely got hired, and he kind of came in and he said, "This is one of the guys I want to recruit." And he called me like the second day he was in the job, so it was pretty sweet.
Nice. So you had the schools after you right away. Now walk us through the process of the actual recruiting. Did they do home visits? Did you go out and visit them? Kind of tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I mean, all these teams came on home visits. Home visits are kind of fun, but a little scary. My mom doesn't like them because she has to sit and cook meals for them, and she doesn't like that at all. But yeah. It's kind of like the first, your first interactions that aren't really wrestling, aren't over a phone call. It's kind of nice. But when I took officials to all these are my top 5. These are my 5 officials that I went on, and yeah, that's an experience all its own. I'm grateful I took all 5 visits because, yeah. It's just kind of getting wine and dined, I guess. They're all trying to get you and try to convince you that's the place to be.
Nice. Well, I guess before we go into the decision, Cole or Nate, do you have any questions for him before we actually see the decision that he's going to make?
I got lots of questions, but I'm a lot more impatient than you are, Jeff. So I want to let him make this. I want to see this. So.
Okay, let's do it, Brock. Brock, where are you going to continue your college career?
Real fast. Well, I think Cal knows best. Can you see it?
Yeah.
See it.
Be a Husker.
Gonna be a Husker. Well, Brock, congratulations.
I know a few people are going to be very excited about that.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm excited for sure. I mean, definitely any I could have gone to, I could have been happy. I honestly feel that way that all these schools were I mean, they're all great schools and they all have a great culture to them and all have great wrestling. And Fresno State's history don't know, so that was pretty sweet.
Cool. Tell us why Nebraska.
For a couple reasons. One thing is it kind of helped that they were proximity-wise, they were only 12 hours. Another reason why they have a great ag nutrition program, which is what I want to go into, and that's the other thing. All these schools have great ag programs. I know. I mean, they have great facilities. The coaching staff is there. It's great. Got a great relationship with Coach Snyder and Coach Manning. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be sweet to go train with Jordan Burroughs. It's gonna be sweet to. I mean, I'm a farmer. That's where the cornhusker is. So I feel like it's.
I love it. Yeah.
Oh,
definitely going to farm.
Yeah. So another reason why I forgot to mention is Coach Maple. He kind of has a really similar style to me, and so that really helped me out.
Well,
Brock, we're breaking up just a little bit. How do your parents feel about it? Are they excited? Close enough that your parents will probably be able to go watch you quite a bit. Are they pretty excited about the decision?
Feel free to bring mom and dad in too if they want to chime in here.
Yeah, they're pretty pumped. I mean, I think they were just grateful that I got recruited, and I'm just grateful that I got recruited. I mean, I gotta be grateful for all these places that showed me the time and really wanted me as the wrestler and really sought through more than just being a wrestler. They also wanted me for different reasons other than just being a good wrestler.
Does your dad have Cheetos in the corner of his mouth, or can he come on camera?
Come on, my mom can come in on
Yeah, hey, tell us, the other dads out there who are going to have boys getting recruited, tell us about the experience and what advice you would give the other young men.
You took Janny.
Yeah.
You kind of broke up.
Yeah, tell us what advice you would give to other parents and young men that are getting recruited.
Well, a couple. I think obviously, as everybody knows, Brock's a pretty good wrestler, but I think a couple of the other things that it should know is their grades are important, because those were things that helped Brock. I think it helped coaches, see that, hey, this kid's good in the classroom too. Is a big deal too, and it was a neat experience. Sometimes it was overwhelming. When coaches were calling and you were trying to figure out, what was going to be the best fit. As Brock said, all of them were great. Every coach that came here at our home, there's some that weren't on this table that came and visited us that were, great guys and are trying to expand wrestling. And it was really, that was probably Brock's hardest thing, was telling the coaches that he wasn't going to go there.
Right. So, at what stage did you go through the NCAA clearinghouse and complete that? Did you do that early on as a sophomore?
Yeah. So my brother gone through, and he kind of got in like a little bit of a situation because he did that, and so there was a class that didn't count that he had taken, the NCAA. So, and so I knew early on if I wanted to have a career in wrestling, but if I wanted to get recruited in wrestling and wrestle in college, I needed to get my NCAA ruling house stuff done. It started, I think, freshman and sophomore year.
So yeah, and that's, I mean, just for those out there that are listening, I did my master's degree in educational counseling, and one of the major projects and research papers that I did was actually on the NCAA clearinghouse. And you can do it when you're a freshman, and if you don't complete that NCAA clearinghouse, colleges can't start to recruit you. So, you know, I'm glad to hear that. Well, I'm not glad to hear that Colton kind of had some issues with it, but at least you know, learn those lessons, and you got that taken care of early on, right?
Yeah, the biggest thing with Colton, what he had to do is he basically had to take a harder class than maybe he might have normally taken his senior year. You know, so it wasn't anything that was an issue, but it was maybe a little tougher schedule than most seniors want to take. And that's kind of what, if you get started early, you know, it lays it out for you. And know what, yeah. And just don't count.
Yeah, and that's what people got to understand, is that graduation is very different from NCAA clearinghouse. NCAA clearinghouse is a higher standard than high school graduation. So make sure you guys are paying attention to the classes that you need to take to go through that NCAA clearinghouse.
Hey, I have a question for Chris and Jenny. If Brock didn't have the grades that he has, let's say he had like a 2.5 and a 22 on his ACT, would you guys be able to afford to send him out of state to wrestle? How much more difficult would it make it?
I know that these top 5 schools, every one of them, you know, some of them said basically even Brock couldn't get an athletic or a there. And so they had offered a full ride. Matter of fact, 2 of the schools were full ride without any academics or anything. And I was actually shocked by that. I didn't think there was full rides in wrestling. Be a pretty good wrestler, and they gotta want you pretty bad. You know, Cornell is a different situation because it's an as-need school, so you know there was no scholarships there, and then it helped, and so you know. So I don't know if that answered your question.
Well, I just think there's probably quite a few wrestlers in our state that maybe aren't as talented as Brock, and maybe a school wouldn't offer them a full ride scholarship. But you know, if let's say they could even offer you a half scholarship, how many families out there can pay for half of tuition out of state? That's a pretty hefty price.
Yeah. Well, one thing too is that a lot of these colleges now have like an as-need. Like at one point, I was talking to North Carolina, and they didn't really give out much athletic scholarships, and so they had an as-need basis, just like Cornell. But it was kind of, if you needed the money, you'd get the money. And the other thing is, it's not just. If I'm talking to younger wrestlers right now, you need just keep your grades in A's and A minuses and go to class. Like it's gonna be that easy. I mean, my ACT score is only a 25. It's not that. But the main key was my 4.0. I can't just go in class and making my priority. We still don't see much homework at home. So
yeah, I know.
Asking, where? But it is something that the kids need to realize that I think it helps. I mean, maybe not a 4.0, but if you're, you know, I think if a coach is looking at a kid, 2 great wrestlers, and one has a 2.0 barely scraping by, and the other has a 3.0, which one are you going to take if you're that coach?
Right.
Yeah. Because everywhere he went, they talked about the academics, you know, and how they're going to help him to continue to have good grades.
So grades are super important. I mean, if you're wanting to go wrestle in college, you've got to get the grade.
You know the luxury of football
Thanks. I tried like crazy to get Brock to St. Hardy to stick. But hey, we respect you in a lot of ways, Brock. As a student, and
yeah, Brock, we're super happy for you, Brock. Nebraska's doing a great wrestler, great young man. We'll be following you for sure.
Thank you.
Nice job.
Okay, well, again, thanks for coming on.
Hopefully,
What?
more wrestlers out there with us.
Yes, that would be neat for sure. So, thanks for coming on, Brock. Thanks for listening to us. We had a ton of viewers, just so you know, Brock. A lot of people are watching. A lot of people are excited. This is actually probably the most viewers we've ever had at one time. So a lot of people care. We're all super excited for you. So I've already gotten a couple texts saying they're excited for your decision. So congratulations one last time.
Congratulations, man.
Okay, wrestling fans, we're going to end here today. We'll be back again next week or the following week. We'll keep you posted. We have wrestling starts up on Monday with the high school season, and youth tournaments are in full swing now. So we're going to have a lot more stuff to come. Our Beehive Top 25 will be posted tomorrow, and possibly our next podcast we'll speak to that a little bit more.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll talk some Beehive Top 25 next week.
Yes. And we'll start getting, kind of all-star rankings out so we can kind of see where that's going. Anyways, a lot of stuff to come. We'll keep everyone updated. Any last words, Cole or Nate, before we sign off here today?
You know what? I'm going to speak to the NCAA clearinghouse just real quick. Tell all the young athletes out there, it's never too early to get that process going. Freshman, sophomore in high school, and you want to wrestle at the college level, get on it right now. Go in and see a counselor at a high school. And usually there's going to be one counselor at that school that is going to be in charge of the NCAA clearinghouse. And make sure that you're taking the classes that you need to take to pass that clearinghouse.
Hey, Cole, is there a fee associated with the clearinghouse? I can't remember what they charge for that. $100, $80, something like that.
I'm not sure, Nate. I actually thought just to go on the website and actually to fill out the application and start that process. I'm not sure that it costs anything. So,
okay.
My wife just so you know, Cole, it's $80. My wife just put Stockton through it. So,
Chris, $80.
I thought it was free. Now, that's the thing. Make sure you're on the right website. Because I thought that Eligibility Center was free. Because there's others that are charging. But it's pretty wrong.
You know what, though, Chris? There's a FAFSA is a free application for federal student aid, right? But there are websites out there that if you they'll charge they'll go and send that information into them. But just be aware of that. Make sure you're at the correct NCAA clearinghouse website.
Okay. And that's our Google Hangout for this week. Like Nate said, next week we'll be back, Beehive Top 25. Look for that on our website, WrestleUtah.com. We will have it posted tomorrow. UVU Wrestling wrestles duels tomorrow. You can watch all the duels Facebook Live on their Facebook, the wrestling Facebook page, UVU Wrestling Facebook page. We'll post the article on our website as well so you can find an easy link. Anyways, thanks for listening. Again, congratulations to Brock Hardy going going to Nebraska.